I'd rather have my mom in the same country. I don't know. I don't want you to be upset that I said that I'd rather you not move.
I'm not. Please don't go. You know, and I respect that. And I'm gonna honor that because you're my kid. He wants me.
Well, it's good to know that she's gonna honor, you know, being there for her kids rather than being there for her marriage. But boy, this whole situation could have been avoided and managed a whole lot better if the two people who got married were adults. I'm still waiting for them to turn up as adults, responsible adults. Let's make that clear. But anyway, we continue.
He wants me happy, but he doesn't want me to go. It was never my intention to put that much pressure on my kids. They wanted the boy.
I am gonna call that a lie. How can you say it was never your intention to put that pressure on your kids? That means you was neglecting thinking of your kids then. If you wasn't thinking about the pressure of your choices, putting pressure onto your kids. So if you wasn't thinking about your actions, putting pressure on your kids, that means you was neglecting your kids the whole time you decided to marry this man and keep it secret for 2 years. Remember that.
Boys' input on my decision to move to Ireland, but ultimately it is mine and I'm not moving.
Nervous to like tell Sean?
Yeah, I am. I told you from the very beginning, yous come first.
Yeah, you definitely had a fun way of showing that. You know, from the very beginning, if your kids did come first, you would have told them, and then maybe you two actually would have resolved something a whole lot better back then. Imagine that. You told your kids that you met a man in Ireland before you decided to marry him. You told them all the stories about your relationship with him. Then you decided to take them to Ireland to meet him for the first time. They made a bond, you know. And then you decided to let them know that, hey, you know, I'm going to marry this man. Maybe things would have turned out differently. Maybe in that situation, the kids would be more open to you moving there for a little bit. But, actually, no, we'll get to that at the end of the video.
Could it be 2 months or 3 months where they finally say, yes, I'm going to move?
So you think they're going to change their mind in 2 months and say, oh, go move to Ireland? Minded. Maybe a little bit angry. I'm kind of angry at both of us, to be honest, for being so naive, thinking.
That is the only thing that any one of these two have said the whole season that actually is sensible. Naive. And to be fair, anything that has been said that has a little bit of sense behind it, it has come from Sean, to be fair.
And that this was going to work out. I'll live without my wife, but there's no way I could live without my child. So when's even the next time I'm going to see you?
I don't know.
So, mate, 6 more years apart is tough. That's heavy, man. That's 6 birthdays apart, 6 holidays apart.
It's interesting though, because that 6 years clearly didn't happen because of the terror. We see Sean is in New York for the terror. So clearly he found a way to get to America some way, somehow. So I do wonder if this part of the story was even ever real, but I guess we'll find out next week. What they need to explain it. Otherwise, what the hell? Yeah. Anyway, we continue.
There, if Jesse opens up and he's like, no, I'm totally freaked out by you leaving again, that you're not going to see me for a while.
You know, do.
Are we still on the same page with continuing doing it this way until...
Yeah, well, we're going to have to. Like, just, what other choice have we got? I don't know. I don't know if we can do it for another 6 years.
Well, this is what happens when people make poor choices in relationships. It puts you in a sticky predicament and now you don't know what the hell to do. But hey, there's not much to be able to say because we know they end up making it work anyway because he obviously is now in the States, you know? One of the bad things sometimes about trailers when they show you what's going to happen in the following week. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm happy that this season has finally come to an end. It has not been one of the best seasons of the other way, you know what I mean? We definitely had we've had a lot of clownish couples this season. Yeah, let's put it that way. But hey, remember this, folks. Before you decide to marry someone, make sure your kids know who that person is. Because to be fair, your kids also deserve the opportunity to vet this person to figure out whether or not they're going to like this person or too. That doesn't matter, to be fair. Maybe not all, no, it matters all the time, to be fair, but your kids have to be comfortable with the person you're bringing in. Yeah. That's what a good parent would do. That's why Joanne and Sean, both of them, when it comes to their parenting skills this season, it definitely has not been shown off in a good light. But hey, nonetheless, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.